Dude, the VP of the company came by one time, and I was just like playing Killer Instinct, and he's like, "You winning?" It's like that's how little they gave a shit. Their turnover was so fucking high. Anybody that didn't have like debilitating autism,
Yeah, and some people who did.
yeah, and some people who did what? They would leave immediately. They had to like bribe people to stay at that company with like pizza. They'd have to be like, "Guess we got a bunch of pizzas
For your 17-hour shifts with no overtime.
Yeah. That was fun because I was 20 when I worked there, so I was still like getting in trouble for bullying in the workplace. like go to the principal's office level bullshit.
That's so funny to do it to get in trouble for it at a job. Nick, stop calling Gary a homosexual.
No, literally, dude.
At my old job, HR was just staffed with like the hottest girls in the world.
Yeah, I got trouble for like at one of those like cell phone kiosks. There was like some Romanian guy that worked there who like loved clubs. So I would just call him a faggot all the time.
Or like dance clubs.
Yeah, he loved going out to nightclubs. Now the guy, and I know it makes it seem like I'm like a monster. And like the guy, I wouldn't do that to
You're
somebody.
a kid too.
I wouldn't do. No, I wasn't. I was probably like 18.
That's a kid.
I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do this to somebody who's actually gay. He was just a Romanian guy. That
and to that guy, being called gay is the worst insult. Imagine.
So this Romanian.
It's very
guy.
effective.
So it's kind of like supportive of gay people.
Yeah, no, I set
call
like
him gay.
The homepage on the computer to like
gaysex.com.
a JavaScript pop up that just says like Cosmin is gay. Or so you open up Internet Explorer, it says like warning, Cosmin's gay.
That's a good one, dude.
And I didn't show it to him, but I showed it to the manager. I was like, "Yo, something's wrong with the computer. I think it got like a virus." Or something. And he's like, just crying, laughing. And he's like, "Man, you got to stop doing shit like this. We're gonna get sued."
That's a great one, dude.
Yeah, it was a good one. I was happy with that one.
Nick is shining a very high light in Adam's face.
Oh, dude, I just remembered there was this kid in like real young elementary school age who this kid Justin, absolute bully. He taped a laser pointer to the side of his glasses and then was like shining it in retarded kids' eyes.
Oh my god, dude! That is such elegant bullying. That is so like
it was the funniest goddamn
fucking sniper, dude.
They got so mad at him for that. And it's like, what? They're fucking retarded. What's the worst that could happen?
That's all. Yeah, that's the other thing. Also about was it gonna fry their brains?
Just to the side of his glasses, like Terminator. But then, like specifically doing it to retarded.
Doing like a percentage retardation. He's just seeing red, like 85.
That shit happens to be.
I'm thinking rhinoplasty, guys.
Yeah, you're gonna get a cute little nose job, little button
get
nose.
a little cute, adorable little Gentile's nose.
A little girl's nose.
Is that annoying?
Yeah, it is incredibly annoying. I would
Nick's
say.
been shining.
You are getting into my eye.
Nick's been shining a laser directly in Adam's eye for about 30 seconds now.
I just want to know if it's annoying.
Annoying.
I'm just checking to see if it's annoying. I don't know. You don't have to get angry at me. I'm just checking.
No, do not put it on my cock. The cat is looking at my penis now.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it. Hello, cat.
I wish I was a sniper instead of a fucking gay podcast asshole.
Sorry, dude.
I do this gay podcast bullshit.
Sorry, we're gay podcast assholes, dude.
Instead of sniping.
You could still be a sniper, dude.
No, I remember going to, there was another thing. It's like my aunt had a barbecue and she invited some gay guy.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking me and my cousin, we were like 8. And we were like, That guy, he's like, look how nice he is.
That guy's polite. He's
nice
smiling
to
at
people.
everyone.
He probably collects dolls. You kept offering him like our other cousin's like baby doll she had. You're like, hey.
You as a child trying
so
to bully an
mean.
adult gay
No, he
man.
didn't get it. I mean, he didn't assume that we were being homophobic.
Yeah, he thought they were
He's like-
stupid.
He was like a nice person.
Yeah, I know. He's like, hey, or like, yeah, man, look at what it is. It's your girlfriend. Hey, Mark, come hang out with me. Yeah,
Nice,
being
man.
a kid rules.
Yeah. You get away with everything. You just
You still have that
continue to go.
innocence,
Oh yeah,
the innocence of childhood.
of child
Innocent homophobia.
homophobia.
Yeah, just ripping up all the tulips out of the Indian family's yard. The innocence of childhood. Just destroying that Indian woman's garden and pissing in their mailbox.
God, what a fucking annoying child neighbor you must have been, dude.
Well, it was mostly, interestingly enough, a South African friend named Adam, who was also Jewish, and he was sort of the instigator.
Oh really?
Yeah, he was like, let's.
Blame the Jews.
He was like, let's.
Well, we're the idea man, and then we find a Nick to do it.
Yeah.
We wouldn't do it
You
ourselves.
don't wanna get your hands
lighters to
dirty.
try and light the Vietnamese family's house on fire. Just hanging out by the gun on the corner of the house with lighters. Nothing. Yeah, I remember that Vietnamese kid. Ooh, we beat the shit out of him one time.
Jesus Christ!
I don't even know why we did it. We were
Oh
probably
my
like
God.
6 or
Is this
7.
your Wahlberg moment?
Yeah, it's a Wahlberg story.
No, and I remember feeling bad for him immediately. Like he was on his bike, we kicked him off the bike, and then knocked him around, and then I was like, I'm real sorry. Like immediately, like picked him back up, put him back on the bike, fixed like the
Kissed him on the
fixed
mouth.
where the fucking the water bottle holder like came off the bike. I like put it back on, and we're like, all right, later, man.
How old are you?
I don't know, like 6 or 7, or
You just like that feral age.
yeah.
And that kid, he didn't even process that for years
Yeah,
later.
he probably had no idea. I remember going past their house one time, and his older sister, who I was a child, so I wasn't horny. But now that I think back, I probably really would have wanted to fuck that Vietnamese girl.
If you were
At
horny,
6.
Yeah. Well, she would sit
You're
outside.
becoming
And I remember
retroactively horny.
She was like, she had like white out, and she was painting. I remember it like sticking with me. This like burned in memory of she was sitting outside her house, and right out she wrote "fuck" like on her inner thigh.
Oh,
Wow,
Oh, yeah,
that's
that's Nick Girl
so-
and-
she's trying to
Yeah.
get cream
Just like
pied
a
at
mentally
15.
ill Vietnamese girl that was older than me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I gotta beat up your brother. I don't know what this
I don't know how to
feeling
process
is.
this.
I gotta beat the shit out of your brother.
You're making her brother wear her clothes. You're like, put these on, and hold my hand.
Oh, I gotta go. Christopher Lowell's on. It's the funniest.
I have
show.
to laugh at him. I have to also laugh at every other gay man I see and be obsessed with them and think about them over and
All the
over again
time.
all the time.
It's a current theme in my life.
Nick,
Crying.
were you a bottom of the ball pit kid?
No, in fact, I don't even remember going. I mean, I
love
obviously
the ball
would go
pit.
in the ball
But
pits.
do you remember those freak kids that would just sit in the bottom and then just like be like, they'd be like anaconda attack?
I wouldn't
I was-
sit in the
I
bottom,
was-
but the bottom tantalized
I was
me.
way more
hated
into
those
navigating the tubes and then ultimately getting into a fist fight in one of the junctions. With another.
Yeah, the junctions were fucking wild,
Just
bro.
get into a
When
junction.
4 tubes come together,
Yeah.
dude. Oh.
And then it just smelled. It always smelled like other people's shoes.
it smelled
And
so
then just
bad.
beating the fuck out of a kid in one of those junctions, and then coming out the other end,
a
they're like, they'll
stranger.
never catch me.
What a little piece of shit. Just some fucking, just completely sheltered kid who's his first time in the fucking tunnels.
Welcome to
And
the
your little
tunnel.
feral ass is just wailing on some little Chinese guy.
Nah, I mean, half the time other kids would start it. That's the thing, as I miss being a kid, is you could find other like violent kids.
That's true. That's true.
No, kids are sociopaths.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I got into too many altercations in the tubes, but I did love the bottom did thrill me, but I couldn't stay too long down there.
It was scary.
It was scary, but I loved it.
It was, yeah.
I don't remember them being that deep, though.
When you're a little ass
when you're
kid.
small.
Yeah,
as
but I don't
shit.
recall being.
It simulated the sense of drowning. I think for
A
me,
little
or maybe
bit.
I had like I'm a
Well,
little.
that's what you think.
claustrophobic.
That's what you think because it's. Yeah, I do feel like I was a little claustrophobic. I was never fully at ease in those tubes.
Yeah, that's right.
It fucked me up a little bit, and the idea that some people could like were so comfortable in there, like some kids were just hanging out. Like you'd go by a junction and it would be like a little shanty town sometimes.
I feel like I now am missing those tubes greatly.
Yeah.
I would love to just exist in a world that was tubes.
Yeah.
And crawl around.
Well, that's what you would imagine. You're like, damn, this is the world. You'd be like,
Yeah.
I gotta have my own little kingdom.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like that show Recess.
Imagine the tubes from Discovery Zone, but you can bring a gun in there.
Awesome. Yep. Tubes, make the tubes a little bigger. You know, let's make them double, three times the size.
Imagine
Yeah.
that. You're going through the tube and then you go the wrong way, and then suddenly you're in a junction. You're being robbed at gunpoint by
Yeah,
other
dude.
6-year-olds.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that's like a very post-apocalyptic thought that's just the world that we will all
Yeah,
inhabit.
it felt like that. Some kind of little post-apocalyptic type shit.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
That's what
we're
everyone
all
wants
like
is chaos.
that's probably what it was like to be in the Viet Cong.
I had a
they had mad tubes.
I had
Yeah.
a recurring fantasy when I was a kid that I had access to some kind of underground tunnel that went to a room, like a panic room, that had monitors that I could launch missiles.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The monitor situation is so good.
I was like, why would a 6-year-old need that?
You know what I had? You know what I
Who
thought?
am I
of?
going to go to war?
Yeah.
Somebody who called me gay?
Yeah. The guys that molested you.
Uh-huh.